Is it Jack?
I think it's Jack.
Is it Jack?
It's Jack.
Yeah, it's Jack.
It's Jack.
Which was funny because I did think that he had kind of like a Jack and the Beanstalk, like Tarzan slash like
they might
Peter
have been
Pan,
doing that kind
Peter
of thing.
Pan kind of thing, you know.
'Cause he's got that innocent boy charm kind of thing going.
And talk about like I've never seen Tom Cruise like this. So when I was watching that,
he's usually playing a very dark character,
it's
an action-based character.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, he's just an innocent boy in this.
He's got like this big smile, and he's got like that long, like boyish boy band hair, and I'm like, what's going on right now?
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's very strange.
Not what you're used to seeing from Tom Cruise.
And then sometimes he just like does a flip, and he like shows off his thighs.
He shows off his legs a lot in this movie. This is starring Tom Cruise's legs and teeth. That's what this movie is.
There's one shot where he's just very, very gently stroking a fox that's on his lap.
That's. I think. Here's the thing, because I guess we could get into like this movie has a pretty controversial like
reputation.
It seems like people really love it or people really dislike it, or I guess there's some middle ground there. I guess that's more what we're gonna get to. But
here's the thing, I liked it.
It's polarizing.
I liked
what I'm trying to get at.
But let me paint a picture for you. I liked this movie, and I could watch it going into it knowing what it was and knowing that people kind of gave it a bit of a shitty reputation. Yeah, and I thought it was pretty good. But here's the thing: imagine, okay, 1979.
Okay,
you just got out of school. It's Friday night. You're like, damn, I'm gonna go watch a movie. You go in and you're like, blind buy a ticket. You're like, I'm gonna watch this movie called Alien. That sounds cool. So you watch Alien. Okay. You watch it.
I didn't have this perspective until now. Continue. I like this.
Okay. So you're watching Alien and you're having your mind blown. You're like, wow, this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. You're like, forever. I'm gonna see whatever that guy makes next. And then 3 years later comes by and you're like, shit. Okay, he made a movie called Blade Runner. So I'm gonna watch that. What a fucking great movie. Wow, Lord. Look at the designs, everything. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Another question, like masterpiece, people say. So
now 3 years go by and you're like, well, shit, the Alien and Blade Runner guy.
Did you see the makeup on that devil?
Yeah.
This is going to be the shit.
This looks amazing.
Yeah.
And then you go into it and you get Tom Cruise's thighs.
Yeah, for sure.
Covered in glitter. And you're like, I don't know.
It's like, where did the grit go, man? What happened in the few years? Did you just start?
And here's the thing. That boldness honestly makes me kind of like it more.
Yeah.
But I could understand how it got the reputation it got.
Yes. Yeah. It's kind of similar to like the Mission Impossible. How they made so many changes, and like once you were used to something, you're kind of like, what? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when you look at it just as its individual, like its own film, I think it's really strong.
If you completely divorce this movie from what you know of Ridley Scott operating in the fantasy sci-fi realm.
I could do that maybe easier.
Well, I knew this movie's reputation, so I went into it being like, I know that people kind of shit all over this movie, but I know that it's Ridley Scott and he got a budget for it, so I bet you it looks amazing, and it does. It looks amazing.
Fucking incredible.
This is the best looking like pre-Lord of the Rings fantasy stuff that there has to have been,
without a doubt.
Like the goblin makeup, like other than the fact that this is super corny, there's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, it's just got a lot of cheese. That's all it really is.
And honestly, I'm pretty forgiving with that.
Yeah,
if you can do everything else, I don't really care. So
So what do you think maybe suppresses the better rating, or what didn't work for you? Is it just because it's so simple? Is it because there's so much cheese? Is it?
I wouldn't say it's the cheese. I would just say that there is kind of like a lack of. Here's my thing. Mm-hmm. I actually really think that Princess Lily's stuff is really interesting. I think the devil is super interesting. Yes. I think that Jack is a ball of nothing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. It's almost as if he made the guy the most generic thing, so you could just like put yourself there.
That's exactly what it is.
Or at least that's what he was attempting.
And every time it cuts back to a scene where it's just like him hanging out with like the little dudes and they're like, you can do it, Jack. I believe in the power of your goodness.
Yeah.
And every time I was like, okay, I know why this is here.
Yeah.
But I honestly wanted the devil to just kill him because I was like, the devil's reality is much sadder. And I think that the princess's...
That's true.
The princess stuff, they make a better case for her story because one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie is where she dances with the darkness and the space.
That's unbelievably good.
The way that she's literally
especially when
seduced by the darkness like
dress.
that.
Like just as this it's clearly like a woman, but she's got a completely blacked out face. So it just gives you,
and it's got like stars in it a little bit.
Like like it's possessed and demonic in a way, and it's very good. It's creepy too. Like the way she sways with the dress.
It's a being of just pure darkness that the Lord of Darkness has summoned to seduce the pretty white princess.
Right.
And it works, and it turns her into the Satan's own goth girlfriend. Which, I mean, he just wants a goth girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean,
come on.